Hi everyone, welcome to Weekly Cooking with Becky. Tonight we are going to do a sheet pan meal. We don't want to have many dishes, so it'll all be cooked on one pan. Before I get started, I'm going to talk a little bit about the food scale. A lot of the times when we measure ingredients for food, if we buy a bag that says it has 2 cups of something in it or it has 12 ounces of something in it, it's not always accurate. And so it is really important to invest in a food scale. That was one of the first things I learned. My very first introduction into losing weight and maintaining weight was how important the food scale was. So I wanted to kind of show you based on our meal. So first, let me tell you what we're cooking. We are going to be making a sausage and green bean sheet pan skillet meal. So it calls for 1.5 pounds, 1.5 pounds of fresh green beans. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Another 1/2 pound is 8 ounces. That is 24 ounces. These are washed and ready to eat. Bought them at my store. They are listed as 12 ounces even. That means 2 of them should be 24 ounces. So before I go into the recipe, I just want to discuss this a little bit. Down here, I have a food scale. When I first power it on, it's going to go to 0 ounces. You put something on top of it and you press this button that's called tare, T-A-R-E. You press the button because it's gonna weigh something. It weighs 0.74 of 1 ounce. But as soon as I press the tare button, it sets to 0. Now I can weigh my foods. This should say 24 ounces. It says 26.49. So it is 2.5 ounces too many. So what I need to do is, even though it says that it only has 24 ounces, that's not true. Since it calls for 1.5 pounds, I want to make it accurate. We want to make sure our portion control is accurate. So let's make sure that the number gets to 24. Then I'll discuss how much one serving is, because our meal makes 5 servings. So right now I'm just going to start plating up. They're already washed and ready, so that's good. Okay. That's 13 ounces, so it's 1 ounce heavier than should be in the bag. Not much, but when we're talking portion control and trying to get eating healthy, knowing how much meat we should have, it's really, really important to put your steak on a scale, weigh it out. If you know you're only supposed to have 5 ounces of meat or protein per meal, then that's all you have. I'm literally just doing one at a time now. Okay. I still have about 1/2 cup's worth of green beans, but I am already at 24 ounces, which means this isn't going to be used. I'll do it for something else. Now, divided by 5 means 4.8 ounces is how much will be remaining on my plate when I'm done. I want to show you what a portion of green beans are that you can eat. I want you to visually see this. Meanwhile, I'm just going to simply transfer these over onto the sheet pan because we're only going to have 1 pan for cleanup. I'm purposely using a paper plate. Okay, so let me go ahead and move a bunch of these. And I want to just give you a visual representation of 4.8 ounces. So you can see that it's different. A lot of people, when they hear 1 to 2 cups of veggies, it's going to be different ounces all the time because it has to do with mass. It's not the same as weight when you are eating food. So I want 4.8. All right. I want you to see how how many veggies are on my plate. So 1 portion tonight of veggies is all of that. My meat will take up this. All right, I want you to see this. I hope you're getting value from this, that this is 1 to 2 cups of vegetables, but according to my recipe, it is 1.5 pounds divided by 5. That's 4.8 ounces of green beans. That's what it is. That's how many green beans I'm gonna serve myself when I'm done. So I just want you to see that before I plate up. All right, now, let's get to making this. So it is really important that we use this. And I'm also gonna give you a little heads up on this. For the month, starting now, going through March. March is my birthday month. I've been really asking people to share my recipes. And I will say I have 1 to 2 people who are faithfully sharing them. Lots of views, guys. Thank you so much for the views. Lots of you are telling me that you're making them. I need you to share them. I'm always asking to share them. So, in the month of March, starting now through March, so you've got 6 weeks. For every share that I see, I'm gonna be putting your name in. So you share out the next 6 YouTubes and any Facebook Lives. So you might wanna head over to Living Low Carb with Becky and join that because I'm counting that in. So any Facebook Live that you share, any YouTube that you share, I'm gonna be counting all the shares. I'm gonna put you in. I'm gonna use a random generator off the computer so it's totally legit. The person who wins is going to have 1 of these sent to you. It's so helpful for eating, for having, for life. So it's my birthday and I'm going to gift 1 of you a food skill. So let's get sharing, starting with this recipe through March, through my birth month. All right, let's go back to the recipe. So for the recipe, I have 1.5 pounds of green beans. Now to that, I have a tablespoon of melted butter and 2 teaspoons of garlic. And I'm gonna kind of show this to you really closely. It's very garlicky, very garlicky. We are simply going to pour these over. I have foil lined this pan even because I don't feel like washing my pan tonight. I just want to pick up the foil and throw it away. I'm telling you, easy peasy. I am gonna get my hands a little bit dirty right now. That is okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the garlic butter in. Now, not all the green beans have seasoning on them yet, and that's okay, but I only wanna wash my hands once. So I'm now going to put some pink Himalayan sea salt all the way through what I would normally put. I'm just going across the green beans because it will stick once I melt it in. And salt. So salt and pepper to taste. This will be our seasoning for the green beans. So they're gonna be a roasted garlicky bean. Okay, so now feel free to get those hands in there and massage those green beans. Make sure every last one gets a good coating. It smells so garlicky. I love garlic, and garlic is so good for your health. If you ever have a chance to do some research on how good garlic is for you. So everything is coated. Now, what I'm gonna do is I have 5 Italian sausages, and we are just going to place them. I'm gonna make little crevices in here. Doesn't really matter where. I even might just straighten them out here a little bit. Pretty easy, just 1 pan. It's okay to pile up these green beans, guys. But I want the sausages to pretty much have some flat places. The beans are gonna be tossed, so that is okay. Put another one here. And 2 more to go. Isn't it looking good, guys? Aren't you guys like, I want to make this? And it's gonna be so easy. One more, I'll put it over here somewhere. Move some of those. Okay, so at this point, what I'm going to do, I cannot touch that camera yet. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I'll try to do it. I'm even holding onto the cloth, so I hope it's okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into the oven. It takes 30 minutes to cook. After 15 minutes, I'm gonna turn the sausages over and I'm going to just simply toss the beans in the pan. After that, I'm gonna cook another 15 minutes, so a total of 30 in all, 15 and 15. When I take it out, I am going to just take some shredded, not grated out of the can, guys, shredded Parmesan cheese, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a quarter of a cup over, and then we'll serve up. So I will see you on the other side. Doesn't that meal just look delicious? All of that food. Let me just really quickly tell you that you get to enjoy all of that for 322 calories and under 6 net carbs. I'll put all of the information down in the description, so make sure you click the arrow button on the right hand side. Link down, there will be a description with the link, and the nutrition facts are already loaded there for you. And don't forget to share out. The more shares, the more chances you have on winning a food scale. And with that, I hope you enjoyed Weekly Cooking with Becky and enjoy this meal. All right, bye.